We've pulled out all of the stops this summer. We have purchased so many quality players, and we are really raring to go in terms of the title fight for the final season of the Journeyman. I hope you guys will join me for probably the final 9 or 10 episodes, and I think we're about 4 weeks away from FM19. That is crazy. Can we take this save all the way there? All we need to do is avoid the sack. Hey guys, welcome back to Small Football Manager 2018 and part 1 of the final season of the Journeyman. And in today's episode, we are taking on our former club, Everton, in the opening day of the season. So, before we get into things, let's have a little look at the transfer business that we've done over the summer. I think we have performed very, very well over the summer. First of all, we'll look at who has left the club. So, Paulo Teixeira, Teixeira, didn't actually play a game for us last season, and we've managed to get 28 million for him. What a wonderful piece of business that is. We also lost Tyler Probert, who, came in for the odd match towards the end of the season. 20 million for him. Pretty happy with that as well. 8.5 million for this guy called Amoroso, who was our backup goalkeeper. Played a few times over the years, but never got into my teams. Alvarez as well, another player that was lingering in the reserve. 6 million we've let him go for. Didn't play at all last season. Same as Beto, Ernesto, Thomas Fati and Mudau as well. None of them were in my first team, apart from Probert and Amoroso at some points last season. But on the ins, there's a few. 4 of them on a free, and 2 of them you'll definitely recognise. Super Mario we've brought in from Manchester City. You might remember him from our time at Stoke. He was absolutely brilliant. We brought him in for 9.75 million, had 2 very good years, went to Man City the next year for 74 million pounds. Absolutely brilliant player. He played for them quite regularly for about 4 seasons. The last couple, he hasn't really been in their first team, so he's coming in this season as a bit of experience, Champions League experience, I guess, and hopefully we can sort of roll back the years of Super Mario, because he is a really, really good player on his day. We also brought in Adilson Gomez on a free transfer. I think this is a really good signing. Obviously, an England international who has been at Watford for absolutely years. We actually had him at Stoke on loan one year, but then he really started to flourish when he went to Watford. He's scored double figures in terms of goals in the Premier League every year since 2026. So, this guy can score goals. And last season, he actually scored 22 Premier League goals. His best season ever. So I think it's crazy that Watford released him. So we brought him in on a free and gave him a home. We've also signed this guy called Lincoln, probably one of the only real players left in the game. He has been incredibly prolific for Arsenal over the years, and he's moved across North London to Tottenham now, and he might score a couple of goals. I really don't plan on playing him much this season. We also signed Olivier Verstraeten for £50 million from Juventus. He is an elite winger. Look at some of them stats, absolutely incredible. 50 million is a little bit of a steal, I might say. He's had a wonderful time at Juventus and Atletico Madrid and Ghent. He's been a terrific player throughout his career. If you just look at those overall stats, overall career stats, they are. He joined Juventus for £116 million. We've signed him for 50, and he could be a really top player this year. Of course, we had to do it. Paul Glatzel was released by Everton. We couldn't let him languish in the free agent list forever. The final season of the Journeyman would not be complete without Paul Glatzel, who has followed us everywhere since Burton Albion, and he's scored pretty much in every year prolifically until last year. Really, last year he just didn't get the opportunities under myself or the new manager. And a bit of a shame, to be honest, that we didn't. Played him at the World Cup. He scored a couple of goals internationally. Scored an absolute beauty against Serbia, I think it was. Absolutely amazing goal. And he's come in this season, and you never know. He could score a couple of important goals. And certainly if we get a couple of injuries, Glatzel's your man. We've also brought in Oscar Cañas, or whatever, from Juventus. So we've signed a couple of really big players from Juventus. Now this guy we brought in for 77 million. That's probably the most I've ever spent in Football Manager, but that's simply because he scored 16 goals from the wing last year. This guy can score goals. He also got a few assists. He's played for Juventus the last few years. He's played in that same side as Verstraeten, so this guy is good. I don't know if he's going to be as good as Verstraeten, but I think he's a great signing for the right hand side, and we've got two world-class wingers at the club now. And we also signed a world-class goalkeeper in Vukovsky. You might remember him from when we were at Porto. He played very well for us in Portugal and went to Benfica in the end, having a good couple of seasons. So 46.5 million, it's a lot of money to spend, but a world-class goalkeeper, and 46.5 million is a steal really to the amount of money that he'll save us if he is truly world-class. So that is the summer business. Not as many players as you might think. We've still probably got, well, we've got £100 million in the bank, so we can still afford a few players in January if needed, and I'm really happy with the squad we've put together. So let me know down in the comments what you think of the squad. And I mean, if you just look at it here, you can see the amount of 4-star and 4.5-star players we've got at the club. Unfortunately, Canas and Dahlia are injured for this first game, so a little bit of a weakened squad, I guess, without those. But this is the team that will face off against Everton today. We've got Vukovsky in goal. We've got Cardenas at right back with Montano and Henrique in central defence. We've got Al Hassan continuing at left back with Green and Gamboa in the middle, and Sarti, Jebela and Verstraeten starting behind Christensen up top. I think it is Christian Christensen that plays up top. So thank you for all of the incredible support since day one with Blyth Spartans. We've made it very far in a relatively short space of time, 18 seasons. Absolutely amazing. I can't thank you guys enough. And the final season of the Journeyman. It's sad, but hopefully it'll be successful. Hopefully we'll finally get that Premier League title, maybe a Champions League title. We're gonna try everything. Here's Sarti on the ball. Oh, that would have been the perfect start, wouldn't it? But we're starting off against Everton today, who were a tough challenge. We signed some really good players for them last summer, and they'll hopefully be coming into their prime this season to show that I'm not insane at spending all the money I did. But I was certain that we were world class last year, but just didn't get together. Jebela makes it 1-0. Good cross already by Verstraeten. So the new boy, every pound's worth of that 50 million has gone into that cross, and it was a lovely cross, and Jebela touched it down and finished it. And after 12 minutes, we're 1-0 up, and that relieves a few of the nerves that you get at the start of the season. But Juan Martinez and Kenny Brocken, two guys that I signed last summer, 1-1. Naby Bangura, remember him? He was excellent on that left-hand side. And to be honest with you, that side really doesn't look that dissimilar to what we had. Just a couple of players here and there. Here's Brandon Green. Al Hassan on the left-hand side now. Gets it all the way back to Vukovsky. Come on. Henrique. Now Montano. Montano on the ball. Green. Gamboa. Jebla. Nope. Martinez. Martinez on the ball and shoots, and that's just wide. Bristol City in the Premier League now. Very interesting to see that badge in the Premier League. I'm interested to see who they actually beat on the first day of the season. It looks like it was West Brom. So, 2 promoted clubs, I think. I think West Brom won the championship last year. I might be wrong. Here's Green. Cardenas. Jebla. Nope. Cardenas. Green. Come on. Green forward to Christensen. Forward to Verstraeten. And he wins a penalty. Hey, I tell you what, he's looking good, isn't he, that Verstraeten lad? I mean, an elite winger. You'd expect him to be able to perform in the Premier League. Jebla steps up. Jebla scores. 2 for Jebla. And technically 2 assists for Verstraeten. He won the penalty. And we're up to 6th position in the league now, which is fantastic. Lovely finish there from Jebla. And, you know, Dali will find it difficult to get back into the team if Jebla keeps playing like that. But Juan Martinez has scored off another Naby Bangura corner there, and that is just poor defending. Good header. Actually, Martinez was on the line. It was who was it? Antonio Augusto with the header, and Martinez was baby lining basically. 2-2 at half time. I mean, we'd probably take a draw in this first match. You know, a lot of the players are gelling. And, you know, Everton are a good side. We know that. Just have a bit of me coffee. Here's Jebla. Montano now. Gamboa. Jebla. Green. Jebla again. That's forward to Cardenas. This could be a chance. Cardenas. Sarti. Green. Oh, off the post. Unlucky there. Brandon Green. Now, Al Hassan is still really our only left back. We have brought Liver's Edge up from the reserves, so I think Liver's Edge comes in because Al Hassan's had a poor game. So has Christensen. Quite disappointing that. We'll put Matteo Bianchi up top as a poacher, and hopefully he'll be able to do something decent. 70 minutes gone. And we've still got 20 minutes to go. Bring Steegs on as well. Raumdeuter, why not? We used to do that with Pickering, and that used to work really, really well. Here's Hammond. Silva. Hammond again. Silva. Sumahoro. Melaniak. Brocken. Mino. Come on. Bangura. Oh, that's forward to Martinez. No chance. No chance. Oh. That was really, really close. Yes, Slager. That's forward. Oh, Cardenas gets there. Now Steegs. Jebla. Oh, gets it forward to Matteo Bianchi. What a chance this is to win the match. And it's over the bar. Come on, boys. Let's get the 3 points here. Slager. Martinez. Sainsbury. Martinez forward to Mino now. Mino. Slager. Montano away. Here's Jebla. Gamboa gets it forward to Bianchi now. Bianchi to Steegs. This is a chance. Steegs. What is he doing? Why do you shoot from there? I've had 2 fairly good chances in this last sort of 10 minutes, but it is full time, and you know what, 2-2 on the opening day, not too bad. Some decent performances from our players, and I guess, you know, it's something to build upon, and hopefully our home form will shine through in the next few matches, and all will be good. So if you have enjoyed that, then make sure you do leave a like down below. It really does help me out. It means a lot to me as well. Subscribe to the channel for daily FM content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.